Good afternoon. It's really good to be with you, and it's really exciting to see our outstanding teachers and their administrators. We're very happy to have you here. Let's get started with Kristen. Go right ahead.
Thank you, Nancy. And my name is Kristen Hesselgesser. I teach second grade at Kennydale Elementary School. I'd like to thank the Renton Rotary for the recognition and also introduce my principal, Mr. Andre Stem Calderon. And thank you, Andre, for being here today. I'll go over quickly. One challenge that I am working on this year is meeting the needs, the social emotional needs of my second graders. In post-pandemic world, that seems to be maybe one of their greatest needs these days. But also I'd like to celebrate all of the tremendous growth that they are doing in especially reading as second graders. That's a big deal for us. And I attribute that to the new-ish phonics curriculum that Renton School District recently adopted. And thank you again for the recognition. My plan for the $250, the best part, is to get some new STEM manipulatives, enrichment manipulatives for my students. And they also asked for some new oil pastel sets. So we'll be working on some STEM projects and adding some art to our world. Thank you again.
That's wonderful. Before we move to Andre and let him say a minute, I'm always excited when you add art to it because then it becomes STEAM.
Yes.
Right.
That's right. Thank you, Nancy.
Andre?
Well, again, thank you for the recognition. Kristen is a wonderful teacher in our school and has been here for several years. And she is a great problem solver as well and a partner in making sure that she meets the needs of all our kids and also engaging in the collaborative work of always looking to improve our service to students. So thanks for the recognition and congratulations, Kristen.
Nice to have you with us, and thank you for your good words. It's always nice to have our administrators give that extra little plus, right? That's great. Thank you so much. Let's move to Karina Domingo.
Hi, my name is Karina Domingo, and I'm the accelerated reading teacher for our Learning Assistance Program at Benson Hill Elementary. And, for short, you just say reading teacher.
I know the whole thing is really important.
Yes, and one of the challenges is, of course, meeting the various needs of our students, especially those that are struggling in reading. But something to celebrate this year is that we have a new reading curriculum as well in our program, and so we have we've been supporting students with phonological awareness, phonics, and sight words, and we've been seeing some great growth. So that's a positive this year. And thank you, Rotary, for the grant. And I hope to spend the money on purchasing more books to support our new program.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I'm always excited to hear about phonics. Us old gray-haired people, we think phonics is the way to go, and then it sort of went. So I'm excited to hear about that. Jeffrey, what can you tell us?
I can tell you that Karina is a valued member of the Benson Hill community, and I'm new, and so I remember when this process started, and I didn't know how it worked here. And Karina's name was actually the first one that popped into my head for this recognition. And then, we did go through a voting and selection process at Benson Hill, and name came up, and she was selected, and I'm really excited. One of the things that I place a lot of value on is the school's community, and then also the individuals in that community and the ability to collaborate. And Karina goes above and beyond. I mean, she stretches herself and her team in really creative ways to meet kids' needs. And I can't tell you the number of times that I've come to her and said, there's this kid and they have this need, and do you have room? And she always finds a place for that student because that's her commitment to students learning and to their reading development and growth. People just really value her at Benson Hill, so she definitely deserves this. And many congratulations to her for this recognition.
That's wonderful, and I'm glad you brought out the fact that your school does it slightly differently. People ask me all the time, how do these teachers get chosen? And I say every school does it differently. And I think that's the way it should be. That's great. Thanks, Jeffrey. We'll move to Barbara Swan.
Hi there. My name is Barbara Swan. I'm the remote mentor teacher at Tally High School. So my day is mostly on what we're doing right now, Zoom, with our students who continue to learn from home. Tally has had a remote program for 10 years. So when COVID started and a lot of schools didn't know what to do, Tally had already a remote program. We had 600 students last year. And this year, what's happened is that the students who it's working well for continue to learn from home. So we have students who are hospitalized. We have a student with cancer at Seattle Children's. We have students with anxiety and depression. Two of our students have babies. They have had children. We have some who work. So we have a diverse group of students who learn from home, and the classes allow them asynchronously to study when they're able to. That's also, it's the benefit of our program, but it's also the biggest challenge as well, because it's asynchronized. So they have to be very organized and self-motivated to log on the 6 hours a day. The program is 30 hours a week. So sometimes it's during the week and sometimes it's on the weekend, but they do their 30 hours and complete their credits. I'd like to also thank you to the Rotary. I'm honored, honestly. I was thrilled when I got the email. So thank you very much for the honor, as well as the financial, the monetary. I have a couple of ideas. One of them is the students have asked if we could have a virtual book club. So the money could buy a group of books for all of them. So if we get a paperback, that all of them, and then monthly we could meet on Zoom and discuss it. And the other one is a lot of our students have missed out on the high school fun, right? The paraphernalia and the swag of t-shirts. So we were thinking of maybe making Tally High School water bottles or t-shirts or something and sending it to them so they could feel more part of the high school community of our Tally community. And then the last one is today we had a volunteer fair, and the Boys and Girls Club in different groups came. So we'd like to do a field trip to have the kids maybe go to some places, maybe Dash Point or Salt, the state parks, and maybe we can get a field trip and the students can get out of the house and go to learn something in our community.
That's an exceptional program. I was not aware of that program. How long have you been in the Renton district, Barbara?
This is my second year. And although Erica's not here, our administrator, our principal, Erica, is new to Renton. She was in Seattle at Franklin High School last year. And not only is she new as a principal in Renton, we also are being accredited this year. Our accreditation is this year. So she and our assistant principal have hours, as everybody knows what that means. So she normally would be here. I know she either forgot or has another meeting. And she's outstanding. We have at Tally, we have 3 programs. We have the in-person, the remote, which is what I'm part of, and the adult transition program for our special needs students who are 18 to 21 and get ready to be on their own. So it's a great program. I love the Renton School District. I love Renton, and I'm honored to be part of the school district as well as the Rotary. So thank you very, very much.
We're excited to have all of you, and I'm sorry that Eric wasn't able to be here, but thank you for bringing us up to date with that new addition to our district. That's really exciting. Thank you so much.